Yes, sir. We tapped in with another interview today. We got Georgia Trackhawks. We got the entire coaching staff. We're gonna start with the 5U, make it our way on up to the end. Coaches, what's
What?
up, fellas?
What?
What up?
Okay.
What
Oh,
going on, man?
there you go, there you go.
What going on, everybody? All right?
Everybody
Yes, sir.
good.
How about yourself?
All is well, bro. Y'all just give a quick introduction to who y'all is. Let the people know who y'all are, y'all coaching position, and how long y'all been coaching.
I'm Coach Brew. I've been coaching for a year. Got the offensive defensive line, the Georgia Trackhawks. Teach you. Coach Rod, coach, I see it here, coach everything.
Oh, yo, offensive coordinator been coaching
No.
3
What?
offensive coordinator. Been coaching like 2019. Started our own program last 2 years, second year. I mean, I was coaching that right there. I got 6 you.
Yeah, man. He Coach Swift, Georgia Trackhawks 5U head coach. Shit, been coaching probably about seven years. Started out in high school. Now we got this Georgia Trackhawk thing going.
Right, big staple to the track out stuff, man. Coach Swift
Yeah,
helped do a lot. I see that YME in the community doing a lot. Coach Swift is a big staple to what we do over here at the track out program, man, for sure.
yeah, for sure. We got the non-profit going. Help these boys out, man. Build a better environment. Do what we can for them.
It's
Help
all
them get
about
to
them,
school,
man.
get some
Everybody
scholarship, go to school for free, man. That the whole objective, man. Use their football
knows
to get some free scholarships, man.
Yes, sir. Coach,
the
y'all
whole
out there active right now. I see y'all live active at practice right now.
right, just shut it down. We've been going at it strong since like February 5th, since we got out of basketball. Just training and working, man. We trying to see some strengths and muscles, some different things develop on the kids before we put the equipment on into us. We just been grinding, just steady working, steady building strength, speed. You know, the good things, good stuff. Where you build a kid up. You know what I mean? Don't look for them, build them up over here. We go to work over here.
Yes, sir. So just give us a little insights on the program. You say y'all started last year.
Right. Fresh program last year. We had our home field at Silver last year. You know, we independent. We don't play out no part. This year, we looking forward to have every age group. Right now, for sure, we have 5, 6, 7, and 8. Tackle, and we got 4U flag. I mean, we'll be at another high school for our home game this year. That's how we doing it, man. We will be playing this AYSL this year. Ain't no thinking about Georgia Trackhawks 6, tackle. Like,
Okay, cool. So
good.
uh it's a let the people know, man, how important it is to stay down as a team, as a coach, as a player. What's the importance of staying
Stay down is everything, coach. Stay down is everything. Cause right now, at the early age, you never see the potential of a kid if you get out of there too early. You know what I mean? If the kid 6 years old, you started with the team at 5, yeah, they might not play quarterback that year. You know what I mean? They might not play running back that year. But sometimes you have to stay down, let the kid develop. You know what I mean? And what's going on in the youth sport on our circuit here in Georgia, doors do open up for kids that don't play quarterback and running back last year. That's why you teach your kid next man up, hard work, stay focused, keep paying attention, because it might not be your year this year or last year or this game, but it might be the next game. Or we might need you. Our quarterback might break a arm. Thing, you know what I'm saying? And Coach
yes, sir.
Swift can get insight on that too.
Yeah. See, my thing on it, shit. I don't believe in just. I believe in okay. If a kid play one position, I believe in teaching them everything. Kid got to know what every position do.
Building athletes.
Yeah, cause like you said, once you get older, you don't know what. I don't seen plenty of time kids start out playing on the line and end up being a straight athlete later on. But shit, you can become that best. You can get on the field being that best blocking receiver. You get your starting position just because you can block. You start out playing on the line, or you learn. You know what I'm saying? Just you don't stick a kid out there just because you can run fast. Just let them run side to side. Teach them the whole game, man. You know what I'm saying? They gon' they'll be your team, make your team better. You got to stick a kid anywhere.
Most def. And you started out last year. You had the 4U boys in flag.
Right.
Explain us that season, how y'all season went last year.
Man, we had a pretty good season, man. They shit, we did a whole lot better than I expected. But like I said, we go out to work. I practiced them and rep them and coached them up on the. I try to coach them to where they can understand, but on the, to prepare for the next level. You know what I'm saying? So if you prepare them for the next level and they getting it, you're gonna be a step ahead. We went 8-0, shit, and we won the little War Zone state championship. So shit, we did pretty good. We plan on coming out even stronger this year.
Oh, they game close.
Okay. And this year
Yep.
y'all 5U, right?
Yeah, we straight five.
Okay.
Straight five.
Coach Nut, y'all had the 6. Y'all had the 6U last year. Just
Right.
give us a breakdown of the whole season, the review of the whole season last year.
Well, last year was basically a learning year for us. You know what I mean? We had a bunch of 5-year-olds. Our skilled guys, quarterback and running back, they was the only two 6-year-olds in our center that we had. We competed. We scored pretty good. 20, we averaged 20, at least 3, 4 touchdowns a game. It kind of just we were 5. You know what I mean? So our kid had to grow. We ain't winning number like four games or 5 games last year. You know what I mean? So it was a grind year. But all our kids rode, all our parents rode. Right now we back in the lab. They playing 6U this year. All 6 of them playing 6U, 7U, all 7U. So we back at it and
Yeah,
see what they got this year. Those kids that were 5 last year, they get a chance to go revamp themselves and play against the kids they age this year. You
yeah.
know?
They don't do nothing playing to your advantage. They already
Right.
seen it.
Facts.
They
Facts.
already know the split.
Yeah, so
So
that's pretty much.
what you got planned this year? How you feel like you rank out this season and where you plan to be ranked at the end of the season?
Well, going into the season, everybody goes should be top. Now, if your ass ain't talking about the top and you ain't played the game, you might well stay your ass in the you know what I mean? Wherever the national, wherever the our championship at for the AYFL, and wherever the Super Bowl at, the Georgia Trackhawks 6U and 7, you plan to be on the fifth. You know what I mean? Like I tell my kids every day at practice when we go to work, that's gonna be up to them. You know what I mean? We don't play for these guys right here, coach. They make good calls. They don't play. We can't play. It's on the kids. But we definitely want the sky's the limit for who want to go all the way. You know what I mean? National, all the way league championship. Nope. That's our goal coming into it. Championship or bust. No, you got no going.
Most def. So what
Right. You know what I'm saying?
what when you think of the word elite, what do the word elite mean to y'all?
Go ahead, Coach Will.
Shit, elite cream of the crop. You know, shit, elite. Shit, the what the line top of the food chain, man. When you talking about elite, you gotta it's all around. You gotta have the skill, the coaching, the teaching, the talent, the boys. The kid gotta have the right attitude, the right discipline. You know, all that fall up on the elite. And to be elite team, you gotta be straight A's all the way across the board and every single category. You know what I'm saying? And every part, every aspect of the game count. It start with school and student athlete. If your kid can't act right in school, shit, he can't play no ball anyway. And if they show the discipline in the classroom, that discipline on the field help that discipline in the classroom. And that's
Yeah.
what parents fail to realize too. Like you got some parents that when they child act up in school, they be quick to pull them off the team. Now they ain't got nothing to work for towards in school. You know what I'm saying? Don't just pull them. Coach, we know how to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But for as elite go, you can cream crop on every aspect.
Not going back. Coach phone had done did something else, Coach.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
phone did.
Nah, here.
Nah, it was
Oh,
too hot. We out here in the sun.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like I was asking Coach, what do the word elite mean to you?
Elite. Right. No holes. Nothing to work on. You know what I mean? I think that means top of the top. Very much established. Very much, you know what I mean, elite. You know what I mean? With that being said, it ain't no loose screws out there. So I ain't gonna lie to nobody. None of my parents play the Georgia Trackhawks ain't elite. We wouldn't be out here goddamn 2-3 months for practice if we was elite. We coming
Right.
to know we ain't elite. And it's hard to say really any kids that did age elite because you was question learning that goes into their craft that they gotta do. But it's okay to call yourself elite if you feel like you're an elite level athlete at the age. You know what I mean? That's okay.
Yeah.
Facts. So,
Elite, the
uh,
biggest.
when mentioning elite, you said everything but parents. How valuable is a parent to creating an elite kid?
Man, if if your parents ain't see your parent got to be A1 because the parents can handle the kids. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these parents be a lot of these kids downfall. So your
For
parent
sure.
got to be on board. You know what I'm saying? Your parent got to be. They got to do their job too. It ain't just send them to the coach and let the coach them and send them back home. I'm gonna drop them out just so I can get them out my house for a minute. No, you parents gotta. That's a job. When you want your kids out here playing ball and playing this type of ball we talking about, it's a job with them too. Cause not only you gotta help them with their homework in school,
Right. You
you
said a
need to
lot
be
then,
helping them.
coach.
You need to be helping them. You need to be helping them develop their skill at home too, cause you'll be sitting on the side at the game wondering why my son ain't getting in, my son ain't doing this, cause Bill go home and work with his child even when it ain't no practice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why his
Daily
child
progression.
performing like this. You can't expect something out your kid if the parent ain't performing. Shit.
So what about
Shit can
what
go left.
about what about that single mom that don't know nothing about football, that's
Yeah.
living in a low
Two
income
for
community that don't have the
ain't no
funds to
another one.
send their kids to
Give me
training?
a Gatorade. Give me my
What?
Gatorade
How
right
do
there.
they prepare their kids and get their
The
kids
orange
better?
one up there.
And see, that's another reason why we got the nonprofit, the YME,
Hey,
for
y'all go on over
situations
there right
like
quick.
that too. You know what I'm saying? Cause you do got some parents and some households that ain't as that ain't as able. You know what I'm saying? So we got this program. Shit, we give out little scholarships or whatever to help get you there. Shit, we mentoring, we coaches, we teachers, we daddies, we brothers. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
For
Like
sure.
that, we leaders of the community, and that's our
We do
job. You know
whatever
what I'm
we
saying?
can
But
to
as
get them
long as
here.
you got that parent willing to do that, we here for it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. So why me? Explain to the people exactly what it is, the name of it, break down the acronym. Why me? What does it
Why,
stand for?
why me or why me? Stand for young men that seed, young men that seed, and it just whatever it is, whatever it take to get these boys, to get them successful, keep them out of these streets, keep them out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they get their school, make sure they succeed on the field. You know what I'm saying? It's a village. We're a village, just a whole village. You know what I'm saying? We working together to bring together the total cause for these boys. You know.
Yeah, definitely. And for the people that don't know, we talking to some elite athletes right here. That's the same. These coaches that we speaking to right now had great careers in youth, high school. Some even went on to play college and pros with y'all,
For sure, for sure, for
y'all
sure.
program.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
For
not
yeah.
sure.
not
We got coaching high school, college,
For sure. All
pro.
our coaches
All
play
that.
sports. Ain't nobody out here didn't play the position they coach. Everybody out here play what they coach. And they very
Yeah,
dedicated. And we don't really have no dads. Most of my dads, I got two dads out here. One of them play line. One of my other dad, he stepdad, his son play like backup quarterback. And there's no daddy balling going on out here. The best kid gonna play. And that's how it go out here. We put in a lot
for
of
sure,
work.
and since you
for
mentioned the
sure.
daddy ball situation, explain, because that phrase go around a lot. A lot of people say daddy ball, daddy ball, daddy ball. What is daddy ball to y'all? And tell us if y'all do it.
You
Daddy
got it, coach. You
ball.
want me to go ahead?
Go, go ahead, coach. Go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead, coach. Oh,
You got it. Go
we
ahead.
really daddy ball just a coach that kind of really went started his own team to kind of favor the position his son maybe need to play, being that he didn't get it on another team, rather. or if it's just they starting a team. Now, if they starting a team off rip and your son like that, that's not considered daddy ball. You know what I mean? But if you have kids on your team, stable, well competitive position, and you know a way to put your son in the key moment or for the key touchdown or the key yards, that's why I look at, like, sometimes with the substitution, because we don't have no kids out here. We just do it from the bottom of our hearts. So, but
Right.
it is instances where it's natural dads that coach the team and they son like that. You know what I mean? So quarterback and running back is inevitable for that kid to play on any team. That's not daddy ball. You know what I mean? But the people out there know what it is. Or the daddy ball to me too is also calling the coach every once a week, after every game, inquiring about who got the ball and how they got it and how many times, and inquiring when they son gonna get the ball or when they son gonna do this or all that. The Georgia Track on top. We let us do our thing in between the lines, and we gonna make the best decisions as coaches. You know what I mean? That's kind of how we do things over here.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got you got
you really just covered the whole thing, and that's exactly how I felt about it.
exactly. The you got daddy, they come out there and and
Right.
and,
I will
and
say though,
pretend to be a coach,
Georgia right
but
now is not in the state of daddy ball. We is not in the state of daddy ball. We in the state of goddamn load up ball. Right now it's suited and booted. You ain't got no team to come outside and play. Stay in there or stay working. It's
yeah,
one of
the
the two.
daddy ball
Cause they
shit, yeah,
loading
you
up.
ain't
The
gonna
recruiting is heavy. Online
you
is
ain't
heavy.
gonna with
All
one
that,
kid anyway.
today in Georgia.
Yeah, definitely. So, uh, you say the parents that run from the your kid ain't playing quarterback, but you want your kid to play quarterback. They running from that just to go build their own team. That's what's considered as daddy ball.
Yeah.
Because you ain't put the extra work in that your son needed. Obviously, somebody didn't see the same you saw in him, and you going to go force it now to make him be something that he's not. At the end
Hmm.
of the day, they're gonna hurt him more than it hurt you.
Right, because
Exactly. And that's what happened a
a
lot,
real
coach.
coach gonna
That's
put
what
his
happens a lot.
kid in the position he's supposed to be in. A
Exactly.
real coach don't know what's the best position, best fit for that kid at that time. You know what I'm saying? So for you, that daddy ball, you coming out there and you saying you're a coach, but the only kid you coaching is your kid. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, nah, you coming out here, we don't hear your voice no other time until you say something to your child. You
Yeah,
know,
Fact.
get all
that
from over
that's
here now.
we ain't doing that. You know.
Facts.
Come
So
on
with
now.
with with
Come on, track.
with those kids that get that extra attention from them parents, and the ones that, like you say, the ones that's just like that ain't considered daddy ball. Because if you put that kid on this team,
No,
that
it's
team,
not.
without
No,
the
it's not.
dad, he gonna be the same. It's just
Right.
that kid excelling, and as a coach,
Right.
like you say, the coach is gonna put the kids in the best
Right.
positions that fit their system, their schemes, and to win. People ain't just volunteering their free time to come out here and lose. So the
Right.
parent definitely got to understand that
No, they not.
the coaches got to put you in. They gonna put you in the best position to shine.
Hmm.
Just because it don't look
Right. And I say one more thing on that topic, daddy ball. I say one more thing on that topic, the way it ain't really like bashing the dads. Men know a little bit more about football generally than women. So they're gonna have their kids, working out with some of the trainers. They're gonna take their kids for some extra work. They're gonna do a lot of things that it need to be done to get the kid to a certain level to where
right.
of course he will be playing quarterback or running back for the team. You know what
Right.
I mean? And they know a lot of the stuff being that they are the coach and a man. They know most of the stuff needs to be worked on at all time. And the son, the dad, just happen to be, he get that 24 hours. He go home with that. He works out with that. Backyard that. He get that all day, every day. So it ain't always a bad thing. I seen some dads like on my who coached me, my uncle, some dads who put something in it and it reached to the top. You know what I mean? And that wasn't no dad about. He would like that. You feel me? So I done seen it happen in both instances.
Okay.
Coach Swift was another one. Coach Swift played with his dad. He wasn't no daddy ball. Coach Swift was like that.
Facts. So What brung y'all to coaching youth football?
Shit, man. You gotta
For
have
me,
a
coach, it's going to get it out the way. For me, I'm just doing what was done for me. You know what I mean? My uncles and some of the people in the neighborhood, when we were 3, 4, 5 years old, they came together. They got their team together. We stayed together, and I'm just following the rubric. That's what I'm doing. Coach Swift, I played with him, his dad. Most of us just got back together and doing what they did for us. You know what I mean? Nothing special, no award needed. We out here for the kids and what we do. Literally, we out here for the kids and what we do, and get them better and have fun on
right,
Saturday, man, and get them the best game and showing they can.
right. Cause one thing about our coaching staff as a whole, Georgia Trackhawks, from the 5U up to the 7, 8U, all of us played together growing up.
Okay.
All, all the coaches on each one of them coaching staff, 5, 6, and 7, we played together growing up at Ben Hill. All of us came from Ben Hill, playing at Ben Hill together.
For sure.
So it's already a family,
For sure.
and then you gotta have a passion to do it. You gotta have a passion to do this shit. Like if you just out here living trying to have hoop dream cause you trying to live through the kids cause you know what I'm saying, you can't play or you ain't playing or whatever,
Yeah, that ain't gonna work over here with us, coach.
it ain't gonna work. You gotta have a real passion for these kids, like, and that's just what it is.
And if you know anything about Ben Hill, you know anything about Atlanta, you know anything about the
Oh yeah, we
city
won.
or the state, you know Ben Hill kept fire.
Yeah, we won.
Every
We
year,
won.
Ben Hill, every age group almost
Right.
Ben Hill winning everything.
Played each other in
We
the
won.
championship, man.
We playing
Facts.
each other in
Right.
championship. I'm telling you.
We
Facts.
played each other, and I'm back on see that shit.
We
Facts.
Right.
playing each
And when
championship.
light up, speaking of this, when we proud played, you know what I mean? And a couple guys
Like
older
like
than us
this
or
same
whatever. But
team, this same team, we telling you, like we growed up playing together. It was one year where we had too many boys out there. We down there had 40 kids out there, and we had to split the team up. And my
Yeah.
dad coached one, and Swan coached the other one. And we still played each other in the championship. Like, and it just,
right. Nah, he ain't
it
lying.
just
That's
happened.
how it happened. And that kind of what year we at right now with the track hop. We just
Dog
splitting
ain't
the
working
thing
to me.
up.
That
That
phone
same
don't call.
kind of year.
Facts. Facts.
Kids came from an epic basketball season. We didn't do baseball, and we just continuing on. We did do baseball though. Shout out 5U. They still
Yeah,
had
we still
holding strong.
we
They
still
baseball
we
season
still rocking
undefeated, man.
baseball. We still playing baseball 5U. And shit, we got pretty shit. We got a goddamn good ass baseball team too.
And since we talking about that basketball, I was at that championship game, and it's arguably
Oh
that,
man.
Let them
that
know.
y'all got robbed.
Oh
The
man.
real champion.
That was ugly, man. That
Yeah,
was ugly.
yeah, it was a true situation due to the ref, but I will say as coaches and as a coach of myself, gained a lot of character that night, gained a lot of respect for the game as a coach and how you got to conduct yourself for the kids, because it was the wrong call made, but at the end of the day, we got to handle ourselves accordingly as adults and teach the youth how they gonna go through shit. In life, it don't always go your way. You know what I
Facts.
mean? That's in the courtroom. That's in regular transaction. We trying to return something at the store. That could be anything. So, with that being said, when the ref called it a 2-point, I had to take myself to the other end court. Man, I really wanted to lose it in that gym because we really wrecked the run. We were down 11 points with a minute and 9 seconds left. You know what I mean? So to come take that from the kid, that didn't really appreciate that. But at the end of the day, hopefully they gave us some championship DNA right there. You know what I mean? Hopefully they help build character for the future for the championships, because we do plan to play in championships every season.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I
Cause
mean? So
the kids saw it, and I'm pretty sure the kids don't want to go through that no more. So when it comes
Right.
down to being a tight
right,
situation like that, they gonna give 110% more than what they already was giving. So they won't ever end the game like that again.
Yeah. And
right,
even though that ended like that,
right. It's exactly what we
just
coaches got to
period.
tell them.
As a first year, I guarantee just as a first year organization coming up, doing that thing for the first year, I can say that our presence has been felt already though.
Most definitely.
Georgia Trackhawks coming.
Most definitely.
Our presence been felt,
For
for a
sure,
first year
for sure.
organization.
And we coach three
We
basketball
made we
teams
made
too.
some
We
noise.
had three.
Yeah, definitely. That Trackhawks, the logo, the symbol, the brand has been all over the city. So if you don't know what the track house is, you either blind or you stupid.
Yeah. So
Cause
we just keep building from there.
Yeah, pretty much, man. We outside. We ain't looking for nobody. We don't. You don't want to play for it. We cool. We want to line it up with you. It ain't all about linking up. It ain't all about smoke. It's good for the culture that everybody have their own team. Everybody have their own running back, own quarterback. I do believe in recruiting. You know what I mean? It's a certain way to do everything, but it don't matter. The main base of it, get your team and go to work, man. Season in, season out, and show your parents that you growing student athletes. All the rest of it, all the promising kids, the ball, promising parents, the position. It makes out for a bad season. Gambling on these games, it makes out for a bad season. It makes out for a bad game for these kids. That's all. Let's just keep these fields on Saturdays, whether it's a school or a park. Let's keep it clean, the environment clean, man, and keep it for these kids. You know what I mean? We can smoke and do whatever we do as adults outside the field or find something good at the field. But everybody knows it's a way to do things. You know what I mean? That's all.
yeah, facts. And since we on the recruiting tip, man, nowadays it's like you don't have to be the best coach as long as you know how to influence or persuade parents to come over and join the team. That's all you have to know how to do nowadays. I mean, of course, when you get down to a tight fought
Right,
game, of
right.
course you gotta know how to coach it because if you don't, it's gonna show.
It already show Drico. It show a lot. Then being that's where we get a lot of the switch and the juggling and the trading teams. You know, folks go to this team because you know they go to this team because friend. They go to this team because you know the promises and you know heated battles. That oh y'all might go out and coach got to get done, and you can't find that on your sideline. And now you want to lead a team when your kid done develop friendships and you know real bonds with these kids and he feel like he on the team. That's one thing parents gotta understand. It be more man, us sending out the message what time we're gonna be. These folks relationships they become like brothers, you know what I mean? Cousins, family. So when you take from that family, you know, you be sure that you're ready to go join the happy, be happy. Cause everybody ain't gonna let you come back, you know what I mean? Just cause you feel like they can't cope or whatever it is.
Nah, facts. Because I got a rule on my team is you leave, you can't come back. I don't care who. I don't care the value, the statue, whatever of your kid. If you leave, you can't come back. That just is what it is. We building something bigger than just a me, or we building something bigger than just an I.
Right. Cause don't never feel like your kid can't be replaced.
I just
Facts.
asked you, was you straight while you
Cause one thing about it, my whole goal is to teach my boys, to teach them and coach them. Cause as coach, we ain't but teachers, we athletic teachers. You know what I'm saying? But shit, my whole goal is to teach them up to where all my kids be studs at their position by the time they get to high school. Whole team stud. If you teach your boys, coach your boys up, you ain't got to worry about having one or two studs or three studs. Or you know what I'm saying? If you teach all on right, coach all on them up,
everybody important.
shit, your whole team gonna be studded. Your whole team, you gonna have a team full of studs because everybody gonna know their job, do what they supposed to do, and they discipline. They're gonna be
Exactly.
studded at their position all the way out, and you can't go wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Can't go
Yeah.
wrong with it.
My
And
whole
when
thing
parents,
is go ahead. My bad.
Nah,
My
you
bad.
can't.
no, you good. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
My whole thing is trusting and believing the system. Trust the process.
Right,
You got to because you can be the best. You can be the you can feel like your kid the best quarterback in this situation on this team, but he go to that team and it's three other quarterbacks that's probably not even better.
right,
That's just probably
right,
daddy ball or that's probably the favorite pair or whatever that's in front of you. So you got to look
right.
and think about this stuff like okay, at least my son getting on the field. Everything else we
Mm-hmm.
can work out as parents, as
Right,
coaches, as whatever else. But the best
Man, well,
ability
exactly,
is availability. If you ain't available, you won't play on the next level.
you good, man?
exactly.
No, you ain't been waiting on that chip. Oh, my bad, man.
So this next thing, man, I got 10 questions for y'all. I'll give y'all 60 seconds to answer these 10 questions. Just basically whatever comes to the top of your head when I ask these questions or say this phrase. First, youth football.
Everything. Everything for the youth. Over here, Ken. Everything for youth football, youth sports. Youth sports period is everything for a kid in Atlanta, Georgia. With everything we have going on surrounding our neighborhoods. That's everything.
Okay. Stack teams.
Stat team,
Yep.
shit. You still got to know how to coach them.
I say they necessary. I say they necessary. Cause get what? I played on the stat team when I was young. It wasn't stat cause we was inevitably out here doing too much recruiting. We just stack. We work hard. My uncle got the right group of kids together all rip and we stack. Just now it's a couple
Yeah,
teams out here in every age group stack. They excel,
yeah.
they at the top of the food chain, they give people something to look to try to beat. They're needed. They're a necessity
And
to the
like I
culture.
said, shit, everything can be stat long as you know how to coach your boys up. Shit.
Exactly.
Right.
I, shit, your team can be long as you got 11 boys on your field, like how they got 11 boys. You coach them, teach them up the right way, take time. Shit, you'll be stacked just like them. Them boys the
Facts.
same age, coming
Facts.
from the same
Right.
neighborhoods.
Facts. Putting on the pads the exact same way. Them boys ain't putting on their pad no
Shit,
You
different.
don't have to win. You don't
it
have to have a stat
it take
team
the
to win. I will. You do not have to have a stat
you
team to
got to
win.
yeah, you got to take the time to teach all of them, coach all of them up, cause you just coaching one or two of them up. Hell, now you ain't gonna have no stat team.
Number
Right.
three,
You'll never
travel
get to a
ball.
stat team.
Travel ball, it's getting big. It's big. That's what it's coming to now. Like if you want to
That's
be
the
elite,
upcoming. That's the upcoming. I think that's what we really, when you talk about the
that's
word
part of
elite, that's what come with the word elite right there. Travel ball for you football come with the
exactly.
word elite. If you're elite football, you football team, you should be playing travel ball.
Four, rec teams.
Just as important as travel ball. Same thing. You got kids and parents out here is less fortunate than others. You know what I mean? Maybe don't have 300 plus for registration. Maybe just, you know what I mean, want their child to be active, but don't want to be too active, or they maybe not have a car, whatever. That's where your rec team still or your part still comes into a play to help our communities out. Whether they good in football at a national level or local level or not, they are necessary. We appreciate the hell out of them too.
Yeah, and that's a chance to build your kids' fundamentals and basic knowledge of the game and all that. That's where it started.
Right. And just cause you're a rec team, that shit don't stop. No limitation where you
Now,
can come from any park, any city or state or wherever in the world and go the furthest you need to go and become number one in the world. Right out your park. So they don't really cap off your they don't put no limits on you by being a rec team.
yeah, yeah,
If
everybody can't just stick their head out like that. Some folk got to work towards it, or work on it, build towards it.
number five, development.
It's always room. It's always room for development. Shit, that the biggest room in the house is room for improvement. It's always something you got to work on and develop.
Right. That's why we coach. That's why we out here, the word development. That's all everything this is. And that's what I tell any coach that's doing it right now. When it get down to you winning and losing, man, understand that we developing young student athletes every game, whether it's the championship game, whether it's round one, the finals, whatever it is, it's just a developmental stepping stone for the young student athlete. For them to eventually get to where they're trying to go or further their career if this is what they choose. This is what it's nothing but practice, developmental practice over and over again, reps on reps. That's all. So as coaches, we have to understand that too. They're kids that develop. So when they go mess up or when they make a mistake, it ain't the end of the world. They still develop. You know what I
Fact.
mean? They don't know it. They still develop.
The statement, parents living through kids.
Hoop dream.
Yeah, they got to stop. I don't really kind of got no, you know what I mean, instance where I kind of done dealt with that since I've been coaching in my early career. But I kind of seen it when I was playing, but I don't really got nothing probably to speak on that because I ain't seen it out here with us. You know what I mean? Parents living through kids. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
do know how to tell
that's a
student
parent.
athlete
That's a
career.
parent want their kid to do this or be that because that's what they wanted to do and didn't get the chance or so they pushing it. And every time they'll be pushing their kid to do something that the kid probably don't even want to do because you trying to live your dream through them. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
The phrase "we do it for the kids."
Shit, we got to. That's
Make
what we
sure
doing
that's
it for.
every time, same time. Make sure that same time every time. That's all I ask. Don't dilute that statement or put water on it at no point of time while you
We
doing
doing it
what you
for the
do.
kid.
Make sure you do it for the kid at all times, every time,
Yeah.
same time. Cause that's what we
It
out
ain't
here
about
for. And
yeah,
that
it
goes
ain't about the
along when it don't
parents.
go
It
your
ain't
way.
yeah. It ain't about the parents. It ain't about the coaches. It's for the kid.
Right. That's for us coaches that get mad with the referees, how the game being called, or parents, one thing going back and forth with each other, all that. That's when you come back to understand like we out here for the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we really out here for the kids. So let's start leaving all that. Basically, I see a lot of
Cause
your interview, man, on Drico. And really it go back to what you was saying, like this Instagram stuff too with the student athletes. It need to be used better by the parents and the coaches. You know what I mean? Cause kind of like we stirring it up, and it like we making these game sites, and the game's a big, damn near like a high school beef rivalry when it ain't that. You know what I mean? The animosity shouldn't be there. It should be nothing but a good event for the kids, and we're gonna line it up. Winner gonna win, the loser gonna lose, and
And
that's how it's gonna go anyway.
it's like the parents take the time to create the Instagrams or the Facebooks and stuff for the kids, but they're on there more than the kids, and those are the
right.
ones who be on there talking this,
Living
talking that, living
Right.
through their kids.
living through the
Right.
kid.
It has become a safe haven for them to type, you know what I mean, kind of from they child's platform and speak for them. And I don't think that's right. I really don't. I
Facts.
need to get with you, Drico. I think you need to put out a youth handbook on social media, man. You need to put out something for these parents to follow. They need to understand some guidelines. You know what I mean? Your student athlete, when the college go to recruit them, when the high school go to recruit them, they gonna look at his page. They gonna look at how he comment. They gonna look at all these things. So parents, let's wisen up on how we posting from these kids' platform. You know what I mean? Name, image, likeness is in full effect, and everybody's watching.
Facts. And that's a part that I'm developing now into the brand. A part that's gonna when I sponsor the kids, that's gonna come into the sponsorship. As far as cleaning up their social medias, knowing when and how to respond, knowing
Right.
who to respond to. Because it be a
That's
lot of
big.
people that be like responding to these people and they steal their accounts and they steal their information, scam them, whatever, whatever, whatever. And it's a lot. Just cleaning up their bios and stuff like that. So all of that's in the works. Uh
That's big. That's big.
expectations.
As what far from what standpoint?
Both from a coach and like speaking to a parent and speaking from a parent, like being a parent and being a coach.
You got shit. Parent got to be just as dedicated as the coaches is. You
Right.
know they got to be dedicated. Just like the kid coming to play. The parent got to be there to support and do everything else. Shit. These kids can't drive.
Fact.
These kids can't.
Right. The
You
parent
know,
is important.
kids can't buy their cleats, buy their equipment, they shoulder pads. Parent, you got to be just as involved and enthused about it as the players and the coaches.
Definitely. And last but not least,
Right.
passion.
Can't do it without it. If you ain't got passion, you just out here just to be doing it, or you living through the kid. Like if you ain't got no
You
passion to
wasting
do it,
everybody time you around and you ain't got no passion, man. You
Fact.
right?
wasting
You wasting
everybody time
everybody
you
time.
around. Wherever
You
you at,
wasting
you
everybody
wasting
time.
everybody and everything, man. Passion is everything,
Yeah,
man.
No, that's
You ain't
you
got
fact.
no
said it
passion,
right
you
there,
might well
cuz.
stay your ass in the house. You know what I
Fact.
Yeah,
mean?
you said it then, cuz. Wasting everybody time.
These coaches, these players, and these young student athletes, they feed off our energy. You ain't got no
Right,
passion, you ain't got no look, you ain't got no
right. And that's what I want to say too.
respect
They
these
take
kids that
everything
we
we say.
not soft kids. You know what I mean? These little kids that they like that from the stand. So you coming with no passion or soft, you not gonna get no nothing out of them at all.
Yeah.
Right.
So This next segment of the show is laces and spaces. So laces, I'm gonna ask y'all a tough question about either y'all team or y'all organization, and spaces, it's gonna be an X's and O's football related type question. So we'll start it with laces. Laces, tell us tell us the real growing struggles of starting an organization independently.
Man,
Help the
you
people
gotta.
understand how much it
You got
takes.
you got a list on, coach. You got a list on, coach.
Woo!
You got a list on, man. You got to find somewhere to practice. You know what I mean? You got to find your home. You
You
got to be
gotta get.
strong
Yeah,
enough. You know, your void got to be
gotta have you
strong
some.
enough to know
Yep.
somebody.
You responsible for all the
You got to
funds.
be
You
able
know,
to.
got a fund raise. However you get your fund.
Yeah, I basically just sum it up and say, ain't no overhead. You know what I mean? You don't have no overhead, so it's nobody that give us directions to this. Whatever we doing or however we do it, tournament, whether it's hosting or going, it's all manual. Everything manual. We have to get
And
the information. We have to do the research. We have to get them there. Everything manual. Ain't no park. Ain't no direction. We never get no itinerary. You know what I mean? So
you,
that's kind of what comes with independence.
you can't go to Barnes and Nobles and buy the book to show you how to do it.
No, you cannot. And then, when you the new kid on the block, it's kind of like anything else. Folks is not gonna gravitate, like just easily give you the information. You have to really, put one foot in front of the other and get out here and really get after it and figure it out and see and make moves. You know what I mean? You got to figure out how you going to get your helmet painted, where you going uniform, where you going to practice at, or do you got a home field? It's a lot. Insurance, you know what I mean? All type, it's a lot, you know what I mean? But it ain't impossible. We appreciate the City of Atlanta and everybody else that we come together deal with sometimes to help us be the Georgia Trackhawks.
Most definitely. So, coach, you muted. Let's see. Let's get him back on.
Yeah, he'll be back. He probably just clicked out to get it back reconnected.
Yeah.
But
So
we most definitely,
it's
man,
it's
been
a
doing something
it's
good.
it's definitely a lot. There you go, coach. We got you back.
All right, I'm back.
It's definitely a lot though, and a lot of
Yeah,
people don't understand how much it really be.
yeah. It's just like running. It's just like starting a business. It's it's it's
Right.
it's a business. It's just like starting a business, and
Very
and
equivalent.
and everybody know that when you start a business, your first year or two, that's when you're gonna take your bumps and your hits. You know what I'm saying? But staying down,
Laying the foundation.
you
Right.
gotta stay down.
Because most people look at this and say, "Oh, we got a LLC," or "Oh, we got a non-profit." That ain't that ain't even the beginning.
Right. That ain't the beginning of it. That's the
That ain't the
easy
right
part.
paperwork. That
That's
Man,
ain't
the
the right
easy
that
part.
ain't
paperwork right
even,
there.
you ain't even laying the bricks down with that. You ain't building no house like
You
that.
did
That
you ain't did
ain't
nothing.
process.
You ain't did nothing. You
Back,
gonna go. You gonna go through some stress points and some. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna go through it, the hiccups and the nicks and bruises. But that part of it, you gotta stay down and work through it, and then shit,
Right.
it'll thrive. It'll
yeah,
thrive. That's with anything though.
Right.
facts.
And one thing I will say, being independent, you gotta be an on the go type of. You can't be out. We here like how we play for being here. We never left being here. We wasn't gonna leave being here.
Facts.
Right.
If we had that type of attitude independently, we wouldn't be able to hold it up. We have to pick it up and move with whatever the environment or the climate is that day. Whether it's us moving here, going there, practicing here, we'll set up shop anywhere. We outside, long as we get our work in. That's pretty much how we, you know what I mean. We stick to that. Long as we get our work in, we make sure we cover well. We go practice at, and we gonna keep us somewhere to work at. But it is hard being independent. It's tough.
It definitely take dedication and determination and all of those type things.
Right. You got to be willing to get told no 3, 4 times and still get back up and still make that phone call, still pull up to that gym or find out where you got to go or what's best for you and your organization. Because if not, you'll have a lot of kids going elsewhere. We in that room where you have no windows for not having practice or not having no games or not having nothing, no meetups. But 2 months, no meetup, that kid don't play for you no more. You
Man,
know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
it's not a lot of room
That's kind of
for error as being a coach as being a leader of the organization, whatever. It ain't a lot of room for error these days. Like everybody expects
Nah, it ain't.
perfect. Everybody wants you
Nah,
to
it ain't.
be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all listed all together. Like I said, like it's a book that you can go in. Hey man, I got this book. I just read this book. Now I know how to go from 1 to 5. No, we we taking this from ground zero. We got to
Right,
build it
right.
up. You got to
And
trust the
there,
process. We doing our part. You got to understand that it's not just we wake up today and oh man we got this that and the third lined up. It ain't that. You got
No,
to
it ain't.
understand that we just took 4, 5 months away from our families too. You know what I mean? We
Right.
put in this
hmm
time, that time, and that time. So parents, y'all definitely got to start understanding that this stuff that we do as a volunteer is big, and y'all got to start
It's
big,
respecting.
very big. It's very big.
big.
And meet her halfway with it. That's all. But I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. I don't say that on my end in no abruptly manner, man. I shout out my parents. Got some of the best parents in youth sports. To start out early. You know what I mean? Not to be trained, not play like 8U or 9U for my kid to be 5 years old. We came out pretty strong last year, man. We pulled up wherever I dropped the dot at, my parent pulled up. They come to practice. You know what I mean? They give it to me and my coaching staff, so I shout out them and salute them to the
hmm
fullest.
And I can say that about my parent, my parent too, man. I got a good group parent, man. You know what I'm saying? And that be the main thing. My thing, man,
That
trying to
half for
keep
the job, coach. That's half for the job, man. That's half of it.
right.
I swear to God, that's
And
half of it.
and yeah, and our job is to make sure, we keep our parent. We gotta do what we
Right,
gotta do to keep our parent.
Definitely.
You know?
right. That's the main thing. You build a relationship with the parent. You keep a good relationship with the parent, and you keep a good relationship, coaching relationship with the player. And the
Yeah.
rest of it is determined on the field. You know what I mean? As
Facts.
they practice actions and all that, the rest of it is determined on the field.
And another thing too, I've been over there. We last year they were stationed at Sylvan, and
For sure.
if y'all haven't been to a track out game, y'all need to go check out that fish they got. They got some good fish going. They got some good
Yeah,
hamburgers
Yeah.
going. Their
for sure.
concessions is loaded. They got some good
For
concessions
sure.
for sure.
And I can assure you, you do see some of the top football at 5, 6, and 7 years old, man. These kids go out, man. These kids play football. Win, lose, or draw, these kids. And it's not just the Georgia Trackhawks. I'm talking about these kids in our state, man. They put on each and every Saturday, man. Whatever field they at, you can pull up the park, high school, middle school, man. It goes down in Atlanta, Georgia on Saturdays and Sundays. If you ain't got them tapped in, tap in, man. We in it 50. In it 50.
Fact.
Yeah.
And my last
Georgia,
thing,
Georgia.
man, before we get out of here, go ahead, coach. My bad.
Go ahead, go ahead. No, you got it, you got it.
My last thing before we do get out of here is the spaces. This is the X and O's. Uh, they say I had to start going into depth about this. It's really hard to kind of gauge or whatever. I got to start bringing my my board, so I can write it on that. Da, da, da. But just explain a cover three, however you want to explain it, whichever formation and whatever the offenses give you, whatever. Just basically give us the basics of a cover three.
Coach, you going on
Yeah, go
going?
ahead, coach. Go ahead, coach. You can get them. I answer them.
Cover three. You got cover three. You got your corner. Your corner got one deep third. Your safety, your free safety got the middle deep third, and your other corner got the other third. You
Other
got
side
your
of the field.
dependent. That what you asking for though, right?
Right,
How
basically.
how the cover three been ran? Okay, and then you got your map your backers. If you got your three backers, you got your outside. Got one playing curl to flats or drop to the flats in coverages. Then you got one dropping to the middle of the
Deep third.
field. And then you got your other one dropping to the other curl the flats. And how you D lineman run this stunt, so his up front packages, whatever gaps they shoot, whatever front you got, that how that go.
There we go. That's
Yeah.
that
That's good cover 3-101, man. Ain't gonna get no
is
better broke down than that.
facts. So, man, before we get up out of here, I just want to, like I do every other coach and every other coaches, I appreciate y'all from this coming from me, Drico EY, saying I appreciate y'all for being in these communities, doing what a lot of people ain't doing for these kids. So I just want to give y'all flowers now while we can.
Appreciate
We
you.
appreciate
Appreciate
that, man.
what
We
you doing.
appreciate hell out you for giving us a
We appreciate
platform
what
to
you doing for sure.
right.
For sure.
Appreciate that, coaches. Well, that's all I got. If y'all want to give any, shout y'all Instagrams out, shout y'all social medias out. Tell the people where they can come sign up, where they got to go to sign up to join y'all program, all those type things.
Right. Or you can follow us at GA Trackhawks 6U. You know what I mean? We here. You can get jump in the DM. If you don't know one of our coaches, they got personal page. We out here. We ain't really taking no registration right now, but we here. You know what I mean? We'll see y'all in 2 months. We loading, steady working, and we ain't doing no talking. It ain't no talking to be done this season. Win, lose, or draw, we on the 50.
Yeah. And our same thing, GA Trackhawk 5U. And we got our personal pages. Peter Swift, my personal page. But other than that, we still our 5U. We get out on the field when we can. When we ain't playing baseball, we still playing baseball right now. But we still get our football conditioning and working that in. But we going at it full time next week.
Right.
So
Any
yeah,
4-year-old, man, any 4-year-old playing flag, want to play flag, any girls in the local SWAT, Southwest Atlanta area, that we located. Know what I mean? Cheerleading. Anybody want to do some youth cheerleading? I got room. I got girls who need cheers. That's pretty much it, man. We big brew, co-rut, and one of my coaches, man. You can get out with this track out thing, man, and we'll see you at the 50, man. It's all love in the state of Georgia. It's all love from the track out. We ready to play some football, man. We've been out here working since February. We ready.
Facts. Well, that's all I got for y'all, fellas. Y'all make sure y'all follow them. Make sure y'all follow us, the Elites. Make sure y'all follow us on YouTube, the Elite Youth Sport Network. Like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.
We tapped in, work on Labor Day. Show
Yes,
up,
sir.
scrapped up, work on Labor Day.
For
Yes,
sure.
sir. Line that shit up, man. Appreciate you, Drico, man. Y'all hold it down.
For sure. Appreciate it, coaches.
for
One.
sure.